upgrade was put into place, and then both of the evaporators were upgraded. We're still short on water. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Surviving Mars, Episode 8, where when we last left off, we got our oval dome up and running, but we don't quite have the power to sustain this, and we need another shuttle bay here so that we can get our resources better taken care of. We have lots of fuel. I believe we're making fuel over here as well, right, and collecting a little more water. So we had to tear up this drone prefab here because of the colder area. Could probably get a drone building up here, maybe. It's going to add more cables to take care of. One of the things I want to do, actually, before I speed up time and forget that I was looking at, waiting to start the game, was we're going to build some metal extractors. Because really, there's no reason not to. As it turns out, we can run these metal extractors without any people at all. So that being the case, we're just going to go ahead and build them and let them run automated. I mean, we might as well. Now, the buildings are going to be cold, so we cannot allow them to stop running, so we're just going to keep them running non-stop. Also, while we're building those, let's get a cargo rocket over here with some polymers and some electronics. There, I think that's pretty good. So we'll launch. We don't really have another rocket, do we? We could buy one. Oh, well, we can't just yet. Okay, there we go. Cargo rocket, yes, we can buy one for 500 million. Yeah, no, that's okay. All right. 10 metal production per soul. That's good. That's really good. Using a little bit more power than I would like. We have a pretty hefty surplus during the day, though. Vacant work slots. We're gonna need some more people working over here. Look at that.
Sector scan.
900 million.
Select a sector to scan.
Select a sector to scan. Let's. Well, we got probes. Yeah, let's deep scan up here.
Anomaly found.
Deep water. Alright, let's see what we got here. This area is a high grade, but it's a low deposit. That's a deep rare metal deposit. We've got a couple of new technologies. That's a breakthrough. That's new technology. New technology. Okay. Not really the best. More deep rare metals. So we will want to come up here. So this will be the direction we head. Here's some deep underground water. Whoa. That's where we want to be. Yep. And we can get off of worrying about this little cold, icy crater over here. And there's a bunch of metal deposits up here we can harvest on the ground. Some concrete. Might be difficult. We're going to have a dome here and a dome here, I'm thinking. Or I guess we could just have an extractor up here. Yeah, so the next tunnel will be coming from here on up here, but that is a little bit ahead of us. To be quite sure. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. Okay, let's take a look at our statistics here. So we're making more polymers than we're consuming, more electronics and more machine parts, and more metal. This is very, very good. Alright, no freezing, no stopping. 12 metal per soul. Go. So we're going to have just tons and tons of metal now, which means we don't have to worry so much about the sustaining of our solar panels. Stored power max output 100. Yeah, that atomic accumulator is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. Let's see. I would like some more Stirling generators over here, actually. Two will work for now, and we're going to land our rocket with our polymers and electronic parts right over here. Alright, so now let's take a look at this dome. This dome has a very high number of senior citizens that are too old to work. Unfortunately, I think we're about to have a lot of our Mars colonists age out of working, which is going to be a problem because we're not exactly birthing new colonists here, which is what we need to set up here with this dome. Let's look at that atomic accumulator. We're minus 37. We should have tons and tons of power. Yeah, more than enough to get through the night. So, right now we're doing pretty good on power. Let's go ahead and if we turn this on, now everything is just short. Let's see, water production. It's looking all right. You don't need to be here anymore. That drone area is good. Why don't you come over here? You guys can maintain everything here just fine. Shuttles are... Okay, global load is low. That's
Sector
good.
scanned. Anomaly found.
Ah, more anomalies. All right. Speaking of anomalies, are there any more down here
Cable
that
fault
aren't...
reported.
Aha, there are. Okay, well, let's go scan those. So we are consuming oxygen. And water. Can we... Yeah, look at this. 50% production for 5 polymers. Done. Let's make that a thing that happens. Same here. We can boost the water for a couple of polymers. Let's go ahead and do that. That way we don't have to worry about those extractors for a little bit. A lot of polymers kicking around. And these drones are kind of maxed out over
Pipe
here.
leak reported.
Okay, why don't we take the RC rover down here to help out these drones? Look at that. Shuttle hub up and running. We'll make 3 more. That'll help. And this rocket is full of fuel and full of exports. Let's go ahead and launch it. Okay, how are we doing for oxygen and water? Let's see. Stored oxygen. We're doing pretty good with the stored oxygen. Stored water. Still doing pretty good. We should be all right. Hey, we researched Martian education. Excellent. Let's take a look at what's next. Martian-born adaptability. Pardon me. Fusion reactor. Deep water extraction. Rover printing. Factory upgrade. Performance increased by 20% to all factories. That's pretty cool. Sustainable architecture. In-dome buildings require maintenance less often. Ooh, the smart home. Yep, we're going to do that first. And then microgravity medicine before that. Gene adaptation. Better farm crops. Residences in basic domes have improved comfort. I think we're doing pretty good so far. Safe mode for brains. That's kind of cool. I don't think we need that just yet, though. Research labs. Hawking Institutes and the network node upgrade increase production by 25%, but also increases power consumption. That still seems like that's worthwhile. Increases production by 25%, but also increases power consumption. No, I want the factory AI actually before that. Okay, that looks pretty good. That's, woof, that factory AI is going to take a little bit, but that's all right. Are we going to outsource? No, I don't think we're going to. Let's not. Because right now the cheap outsourcing really isn't doing a whole lot for us. Okay, this moisture evaporator got upgraded. And up, we're oxygen surplus again. The Moxie. Magnetic filtering upgrade was put into place, and then both of the evaporators were upgraded. We're still short on water. Barely. Barely. Alright, let's call for another shuttle then. We're going to say corporate syndication, go ahead and bring us another moisture evaporator. And more polymers. Actually, mostly just polymers is what we're short on. But yeah, go ahead and bring... That'll work. Just another reason to ship rare metals back to Earth. Okay, if the RC rover already helped with that situation, let's come back over here. I believe we can make our own drone hubs now. Can we not? Oh, we can, but we also have a prefab, so... Ugh, up there, but that's going to... It's got to be in range of the other drone hub, or they can't maintain one another. All of this is cold terrain, though. Well, I just have to assume that if the extraction area here is far enough removed
Cable fault reported.
from the coldest part of the area where it doesn't freeze, then maybe the drone hub won't freeze either. Okay, good. Now we can take our RC rover back down here.
Sector scanned.
Polymers and electronics are still low. But mostly it's just because we don't have anybody working. Vacant work slots 9. Scanned all sectors. Great. Great. And we got some deep scanning over here. This will be a good place.
We have a power shortage.
Off with the dome. How about that? Oh, that accumulator.
Received.
That's not good. Boom, there we go. Okay. Accumulator is back charging. Good. Get these Stirling generators online. Guess we'll just keep the dome off for now. Got more of that funding, all those rare metals. That's really good stuff. Alright, so we'll get these couple Stirling generators online. There we go, that's another 10 power. Boom. We can't always
Pipe
open
leak
them.
Reported.
We need to get a lot of extra power. Woo, 132, yikes. Alright, let's go ahead and land our materials here. This will help. We're starting to stock up on machine parts a little bit, but we're running out of workers to do all of this stuff. Luckily, we have a constant source of rare metals, even without colonists to work the mines, which is good. Oh, and we're using up polymers building these shuttles. Of course. Oh, I guess it was, yeah. It's getting everything it needs. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Let's go with life support, and let's find a place for this moisture evaporator, maybe that's not on cold terrain.
Resources are low.
Right up there, sounds good to me. Okay, that'll help with the water a little bit. Power dips down significantly once the solar panels are out. So that is a thing we're going to need to pay attention to, and we can request the hygroscopic coating. And there we have it. Boom, now we have a higher water surplus. And I think, to be quite honest, I'm going to put some water towers over here. Even though we lose our water towers when there's a cold wave, I think having water towers that are removed from that area will help prevent us from having issues. Issues related to... Is it because you're in the way? It'll keep us from having issues related to the other area freezing up. Plus, we have a constant supply of metal right here, so maintenance won't be a problem. Look at that, our metals are climbing consistently. Pardon me. Maybe a little bit of a drink. Got a frog in my throat. Okay. So we are really just hurting for people now, and that's all this dome is waiting for, is people. Because if I turn this thing back on, you can see, boom, we're still in the surplus during the day. But sadly, that's without anything being added to it. You're ready for departure, so go ahead and leave. Where are we at with research? We're still doing the smart home engineering thing. Yeah. I think we'll just leave it at that for now. We're good with our surpluses, and once we start a farm in here, we'll have even more food, but and that'll help with the oxygen, but we're going to need more water. Plus 10 power. But also... Oh, no. The subsurface heater has priority. Alright, well, if there's a power shortage, then shut the dome down. That subsurface heater will not and cannot go cold. It needs to stay hot at all times, or we will have serious, serious water problems. Okay. How are we doing over here? 6 of them idle. Polymers are stacking up. Okay, well, we've got more for another Stirling generator. Nuclear fusion. Requires colonists, though. It's a lot of power, though, that you get from it. Engineering. Yeah, we're going to have to start working on more of this engineering tree as well. Maybe instead of factory AI, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of research, how are we doing here? Just one person working. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, no, we are going to outsource then. Yes, please, and thank you. Let's do it. How are we doing here? Still trying to make...
Cable fault reported.
Still trying to make those electronics. Producing 1 per soul and using 1 per soul in maintenance. Yikes. We still have a significant power resource during the day, but this atomic accumulator, it needs a lot of excess power to charge. There we go, another Stirling generator. Boom. High capacity and max output, but charges slowly. Yeah, I could see that. It does look like it's going very slow. Okay. What are we doing here? Did we ever maintain this arcology? Oh my goodness.
Funding received.
Well, we got our funding. Problem is we only have... Oh no, we have 15 vacant residential slots. Okay, perfect. So we're going to request a passenger rocket. Yes, 24 matching colonists. That's all of them without flaws. Perfect. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and request more passengers to be shipped here, and then we've really got to get this power issue under control. So the atomic accumulator can keep us through the night just
Cold
fine.
wave approaching.
Oh, cold wave. Yikes. Well, we've got, as long as this area is kept in good hands, it should be fine. See if I can go ahead and put a few more of these dumping areas down over here. There we go. Just to give a little nice pile for all the rocks. Cold wave and 2 souls.
Pipe leak reported.
Farm's doing good. I'm going to pull the polymer factory down in priority. Now we're about to get 12 more workers though, so we'll fill up all those work slots. We'll figure out if there's maybe a more important area to start putting people to work. Really, it just comes down to power generation at this point. Look at the food and the metals and the concrete. We're stacking up. We are stacking up. Look at all that metal going around. I love it. We have plenty of fuel. It's that power issue.
The mission evaluation is over.
Hey!
A bright future is just ahead of us.
With the spectacular achievements of our mining and export endeavor, there's hardly anyone who believes that the concept of interplanetary commerce is a laughing matter. The ample amounts of rare metals we've sent to Earth will make money flow towards Mars, and we all know that where money flows, people follow. Not many generations would pass before the space between the blue and red planets fills with the I'm guessing busy traffic of rockets carrying back and forth shipments and settlers. A toast to that. Mission evaluation objective completed. You've exported 356 rare metals out of the target 100. Piece of cake. Final score 12,000. Whoa. That's a significant score boost. That's good. That's good. With our little 180% difficulty bonus, that's great. So now we've got to aim for 100 colonists. Okay, well that's what this dome is all about. But we're hamstrung here with power shortage. Which building is not working? Which one? This one? We should have machine parts. Alright, let's put people to work here. Let's get everybody to work. We'll get our electronics going again. Our machine parts factory can get back in action. There you go.
Colonists have arrived.
There you go. All the work spots are full. Perfect. That'll work. That power, though. That power. All right, let's request another cargo rocket. This time I'm just going to say, let's see, if you just give me 4 Stirling generators. Prefabs, that should be good enough. 16, okay, so let's see what I can do if I ordered just polymers. It's 12 per Stirling generator, so that's 5 Stirling generators, and then the electronics required would be 30, so 14, and that's for 5. I would imagine the prefabs are more expensive, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so it is cheaper just to send the parts. Okay, well, let's just send the parts then. I don't want to use all my funding, actually. What the heck, we'll buy some deep scanning probes? No, I don't want to use all my funding. Let it ride. Alright, how are you doing? You are fueled up, you're getting rare metal exports. That is good, we still have tons more. This concrete area is working hard. Guess I'm thinking we'll just...
Research complete.
Because I don't want to put all my Stirling generators in the same place. You know, meteor showers and all that. Hey, smart homes have been researched. The new colonists have arrived. We're still facing the cold wave. Resources are low. I'm going to dismiss that. Yeah, we're going to get everything here in just a moment. You are ready to launch. Corporate syndication still has resources on board. Oh, abort the launch sequence. What's on board? Oh, food. Oh, do we not have more storage for food? How is that the... That's really where we're held up, that you have 2.6 food here.
Resources are low.
I feel like that'll be able to be shipped out here soon. I'm not going to worry about it too much. What stopped working? No storage space. That's also a problem we'll have to sort out here before long. I'd always just put some concrete up here. Oh, this drone hub is going to need so much maintenance because it's next to the extractor. I didn't even think about that. That's fine. We're going to leave it where it is. Whatever. Extra maintenance, that's fine. I accept that for now. Look at these automated extractors. I love it. Okay, how are you doing? You're ready to go. Your food is removed. And we're about to receive Hyperion number 1, which apparently can never be renamed. That would be too much. We'll take Hyperion 1. We'll land you right down in the same spot. Boom. And we'll deliver all those polymers and electronics. And then we'll get everything taken care of. Okay, so the cold wave is going to stop these water towers from working. And anything that runs out of power now is going to freeze. So we need to keep this area working at all times. This subsurface heater is a major priority. Extractors, we could boost them, but that would also increase power consumption. We don't really have spare power just yet. We're working on it, though. Hopefully 5 more Stirling generators will put us in a position where we're not really going to have to worry about too much power in the future. We can actually produce more water than what we're showing. How are we... Building not working. Right, both of those are not working. Right, no, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. Okay, polymer building froze because we didn't leave it open all night. That's fine.
Resources are low.
It's not ideal, but I get it. One more rare metal and we're going to take Hyperion 1 back off out of here. Perfect. Peace. Now, why is our power shortage so incredibly high? Minus 32, but we don't have that dome running. What is using all of our power? Power production, power demand. How do we only have 17.4? Yeah, polymer building's not working. I'm aware. Oh, we're having a power issue because everything is cold, so all of this is using more power now as well because of the cold wave. Son of a gun, we need an incredible power surplus to be able to maintain this oval dome, and this is just the first one. Aggregation? No. No. How do I rename? Maintenance requested, change priority, filter by traits, salvage, rename. Rename. Births are allowed. Set the immigration policy for this dome accepts colonists. Birth threshold is 70 comfort. Groups disabled work slots. Right. Okay. This cold wave is going to hang us up a little bit here. That's a pretty significant power surplus during a cold wave, though. That should be boosting up our accumulator pretty good. Looks like it caps at charging at 50. I suppose that makes sense. Machine parts, we're still making electronics. That's good. 1.8 per soul. And this area is still plenty warm. Alright, well, let's start looking at what I would like to do here, because I'm thinking smart home, smart complex. Provide a very comfortable living space for colonists. Residents will recover additional sanity when resting. Holds 12 colonists. So that'll be 12, 24, 36, 48.
Funding received.
Let's start with that.
Meteor incoming.
That's...
Cable fault reported. Pipe leak reported.
We actually don't need all of these. Let's just, 2 is good to start with. We'll take a peek over here. What is our, 15? Yeah, so two complexes will be fine, and then what we're going to do is we're going to move our colonists over here. So everybody's going to need a place to eat. Research Marston Institute of Science to unlock this building. All in due time. Martian University trains specialists using modern remote learning techniques. That sounds like a winner, but that's kind of jumping ahead of things. Got a handful of smart complexes. Half as much as the apartments, but way less power. But more electronic parts. Over polymers. I can see the pros and cons to each of that. Let's see. Diner. Space bar. Security station. Casino. What? No, we're thinking... Let's see, we could just go arcology. Double arcology? What? No. No, I want this medical center. That's what I want. I want the medical center.
Resources are low.
Research behavioral shaping to unlock this building. Buildings with depleted deposits. Really? Depleted? Indeed. Alright, turn off. Okay. Well, that's how it goes. What else did we lose? Just those two, that's fine. Only 14 hours left on the cold wave, so not the end of the world. Out of electronics, though, and we can't maintain this building without electronics. So we need electronics. Okay. Cargo rocket, please. Let's just ship as many electronics as we can. That seems like a lot. We need a few for our buildings, though. See, if we do 45, we can get the heavy outsourcing, the heavy research outsourcing, which I kind of want. Is it not for 1,000 million? No, we're not going to do that. Nope. Let's see. This also needs electronic parts. This, oh, we're going to need a lot of electronic parts. Or electronics, so. You guys have no electronics over here. And none were being delivered. That's okay. This deep rare metal deposit. Oh, this thing is so nice. 5 a day, and it's going to last for pretty much ever. I'm a big fan. We're getting a lot of metal, a big stockpile of food, lots of fuel. Power is starting to look up there. I'm thinking we... that's 5 power. I don't really want to dismantle that, do I? No, what I want is another atomic accumulator. That's what I need. We got all the parts for it, so it should go up pretty quick. And that one's full, and we can start charging the next one since we're at 129 power surplus. Still restricted to 50, but that's okay. Now we have 2 of them, and they can both output 100, so we can sustain up to a 200 power deficit and still be doing okay. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm rather happy with that. Looks like all of this area has been deep scanned.
Sector scanned.
Here. Most of it's been deep scanned. Okay. And we got what?
Resources
this
are low.
anomaly was taken care of. Let's go ahead and do this one next. And then all these anomalies down here will be taken care of, and we'll have to tunnel over to here. Which, if I remember, the tunnel uses mostly concrete, right? Metal and machine parts. That's not too bad. We can work with that. Look at all this area out here, but this is all cold. I'm not excited to go there. I want to stay away from the cold terrain. Been dealing with that quite a bit. Yeah, we need electronics. Pretty bad. We need electronics. Let's do it.
Anomaly analyzed.
New techs are available for research. Wonderful. Explorer, go ahead and bring yourself right on over here, and let's see what techs we got added to our list here. Meteor defense system, that's cool. 15,000 research, though. Might be a little bit. Martian-born resilience. Martian-born don't take sanity damage when working in outdome buildings. Outdome buildings. Good night. Might need to get me some more caffeine. We need to start knocking out some of these cheaper research marks, though. That are just, yeah, like 1,800. Come on, we can knock that out really fast. Just to push the item along to see what's next. Oh, here we go. Low G engineering, medium dome. Okay, why would we use the medium dome versus the oval dome? Well, I guess the cost is pretty prohibitive. That's one reason. All right, let's go ahead and move our RC rover over here so they can service this area while we get our electronics deposited everywhere they need to go. Woof, and the shuttles are going nuts, folks. How are we looking on that global load? Still low. Okay, that's good. They're zipping around all over the place. We have tons of fuel, so that is not a problem. Got 5 vacant work slots now. How are you guys doing? Oh yeah, you guys are doing great over here. Well, let's get, we're going to need a grocer. And a diner. Although I guess maybe just the grocer for now. Look at that. Smart complex, smart complex. If we turn the dome on, you can see at night we've only got a small power shortage. And then the minute the sun comes up, we should be doing great. So that means we're going to go ahead and customize this dome to say this dome prefers senior citizens and children. Okay. Yeah, I want to apply the changes, please. And this dome actually does not prefer senior citizens. You know what? We don't really have the infrastructure in place to take care of children yet over here, so maybe that's not a good thing. Okay. That is where we're going to wrap up the episode, though. So this has been Surviving Mars, Episode 8. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So come back next time as we continue to work on the oval dome and get our population on Mars here increasing by having Martian-born citizens. But until next time, take care.